What's up, traders? Had a bit of an oversleep this morning. Sorry about that. I was up real early and then I went back to bed to catch a nap before the New York session opened, and then the alarms never went off at 9 o'clock, so didn't get up till late. But anyways, here we go. What I am currently seeing right now, if you look up here on the VIX, you can see that you had a big gap up on Monday's session. It's almost 1 o'clock here, so obviously the whole New York session, the VIX is sold off. There is a gap under the VIX down here, so watch the yearly open at 1721. If the VIX starts to rip above that, I do believe we could see Bitcoin continue to sell off today. We could see the S&P 500 start to sell off today. As you can see, the S&P 500 has been pretty much up and then choppy for the majority of the session. Bitcoin had a fantastic bounce off of the daily open here, but it's a 15-minute candle bounce. It is at the value area low, but I mean, it's just one 15-minute candle bounce, and it's almost 1 o'clock. Got Bonk pulled up here because Bonk is still up almost 3% on the day. It is currently fighting with the intraday volume-weighted average price here. Clearly, if the VIX cuts loose to the upside, I like a short on Bonk today. If I pull up the 4-hour on Bonk, you can see that we're currently watching 4-hour res here at 27.37. As long as that area holds as resistance, that is where my short is. So if the VIX does not cut loose above this, if it rolls over and starts to make fresh daily lows after 1, 2 o'clock into the day's session, I would say Bitcoin probably bounces from here and continues to trade up a little bit. I don't know if you're going to see a rip today or not. Tomorrow is CPI. All right, CPI is going to be big. That's why you're seeing a lot of sideways nothing today. And then finally, I didn't get an upload up this weekend, and I fully intended to do so. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys on the YouTube channel what everybody in the Discord and what everybody on X already knows, and that is my fib extension levels on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has broken out to the upside. So as you can see here on the weekly time frame, Bitcoin is breaking out above everything. So there isn't really going to be any objective targets for you to find where resistance or support might be above everything. So I'm going to give you the fib extensions, that way you can watch them. We went over these yesterday in the members only live stream in detail. I am clearly not the only one that has the fib extensions pulled up this way, so I'm going to give those to you right now. Just to go ahead and start right here, I'm going to show you how good they've been holding. You can clearly see right in through here, this area was support and resistance. Here's the breakout. You then acted as support and resistance. Then we got a nice big breakout. Came in, held support at 1 standard deviation move. Then you found resistance right there. And then yesterday when we were doing the live stream, literally I told people to take profits right here up to 1.618 of the fib extension, because this area could act as resistance. And as you can see today, that is exactly where it started to roll over. Boom, that's a perfect tag right there. So clearly that shows you I'm not the only one looking at this exact fib extension. I do understand that fib extensions are extremely subjective, but when you have a clear and clean breakout like this, there aren't any objective levels to watch. So this is the only tool we have on a technical analysis standpoint. So with that being said, let me give you the levels. Basically, all you're going to do is you're going to tag the low of the fib extension tool from the low of Sunday, June the 22nd's candle. Then you're going to run that up to the high of Monday, June the 30th candle. Click that and then bring your bottom arrow down to July the 2nd, which is a Wednesday's low. Boom, right there. That will give you the fib extensions, and like I said, you can look at them on an intraday time frame. You can clearly see that these levels are being respected, so you can clearly see this is the fib extension you want to look at going forward. We already have an end of year target of anywhere between 140 and 180. That is if the breakout is sustained above all-time highs. That is basically our price target. That gives you an up 50% on the year or an up 100% on the year at 180. But these levels right here, as you can see, they go all the way up to 155. And then I'll click this so that way you can get the settings. So here are the settings. Just pause the video, and then I'm going to scroll down and give you the bottom half of the settings. So there you go. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Make sure you guys trade safe, trade smart. If everything goes as planned, as usual, we will go live tomorrow. I really appreciate you guys. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow morning.